Good morning. Recognizing that we all come from a variety of spiritual traditions and religious understandings, if prayer is not a part of that tradition for you, then I invite this to be just a moment of deep breaths and quiet in what is otherwise a very busy day. But if prayer is a part of that tradition for you, then I invite you to pray with me. Creator God, author of knowledge, source of wisdom and truth, sacred presence with us today for this celebration, we gather to honor those who graduate today from Southwestern University. We ask that you hear our prayer as we offer deep and heartfelt thanks for the students who today achieve an important goal and embark on new beginnings, opportunities, and challenges. May they take their skills, talents, visions, and dreams to a world hungry for justice and hope. For the faculty and staff members whose commitment to teaching has challenged their students to excel. For the families and friends whose support and encouragement were vital in the pursuit of this academic degree. We pray for the future that these graduates will face. When they encounter life's challenges, give them your wisdom. When life brings them sorry, give them joy. Give them work to do, something that you need to have done and that they are good at. When they have success, give them the gift of graciousness toward others. Wherever they go, find them fit companions when they are lonely. And if they are tempted to become cynical and discouraged and to give up on the world, you be there to draw them into love of life all over again. Bless us all with the determination to be persons of integrity and compassion, and to possess a desire for truthfulness and justice. With trust in you and with hope and great thanksgiving, we offer our prayer. Amen. You may be seated.
Good morning. Before I officially start, I hope that you'll indulge me. I want to do one thing on a personal nature, which is to take the last photograph of this class as undergraduates. So if you'll excuse me for 1 second. Now you have to look at me, please. I figured out how to do this with the light. This guy invented it. I'm practicing. This doesn't count. I'm just seeing if it's going to work. It is. Okay, we're going to go live. Will you please? Very still and very quiet. We are on. We're live. You look very good. There are a lot of you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Well, welcome. Members of the Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, parents and families, friends, and of course, most important of all, graduating seniors. Welcome to the 173rd Annual Commencement of Southwestern University. I'd like to begin these proceedings by acknowledging and thanking the Southwestern faculty and staff. And so, members of the class of 2017 and their families, I invite you to join me in expressing our profound appreciation for these dedicated educators, professionals, and mentors for their many important contributions to Southwestern, to their field, and to challenging you throughout your undergraduate journey. Thank you. 11 members of the faculty and staff have had their work recognized this past year with university awards, and we honor them now. Please hold your congratulations and applause until all recipients have been acknowledged. They are Brenda Sendejo, Associate Professor of Anthropology, who was awarded the General Board of Higher Education and Ministry Exemplary Teaching Award. Romy Burks, Professor of Biology, who was the recipient of the University Award for Excellence in Scholarly and Creative Works. Debika Sihi, Assistant Professor of Business, who received the Academic Advising Award. And Carlos de Oro, Associate Professor of Spanish, Karen Paralou, Assistant Professor of Psychology, and John Ross, Visiting Assistant Professor of Mathematics, all of who were presented with University Teaching Awards. Also, 5 individuals received the Joe Mundy Award for Outstanding University Service this year. They are Trish Aiken, Programmer Analyst, Information Technology; Joe Austin, Head Football Coach; Juan Garza, Events and Grounds, Physical Plant; Maria Kruger, Director of Stewardship, Alumni and Parent Relations; and Todd Watson, Senior Director, Information Technology. I ask that all award recipients stand and be recognized. Thank you for your enormous hard work. Thank you. Several of our graduating seniors are members of the Wind Ensemble, and I now invite those seniors to please join their colleagues for one last performance under the direction of Dr. Lois Ferrari. As has become our tradition, 2 students are invited to share their reflections at the time of graduation. One is selected by the senior class, the other is selected by student members of the Phi Beta Kappa Honor Society. With his remarks entitled, "Our Southwestern Journey," please welcome your 2017 class speaker, Derek Sue.
First of all, I want to say how honored I am to stand before you all. But before I start, I want to answer a question that my friends and family have been asking me until this day. Why did you choose Southwestern? I give them the same answer, always. I thought I would get to ride a horse to class. Unfortunately, that never happened. So Mom and Dad, and all of you who have helped me to get here today, let me tell you the real reason why I choose a liberal arts education. I go to small classes that I cannot sneak in the back, like at UT, because I have to open the door, drawing all classes' attention, and stumble through my classmates' backpacks to find a seat. The Southwestern walk of shame. Not that the other kind doesn't still happen on the weekends. Here, I also study different subjects and explore different interests. I found out that I love finance-related classes, but Southwestern made me realize I'm not a great Zumba dancer. I can only dance to Beyonce after 4 years. So, what is the Southwestern experience like? I would say it is about a journey that begins with confusion that grows into real questions. What do you really want to study? What differences do you want to make in the world? What are you capable of? What kind of person do you want to spend your life with? My Southwestern experience and my dedicated professors taught me how to answer those questions. Even the conclusion is that there isn't one clear answer. I still remember my first day at Southwestern, a day kind of like today. Beautiful, chaotic, and a little bit sweaty. President Berger encouraged us to start our journey here at Southwestern in his orientation speech. Maybe some of you came in with a 5 or 10-year plan, or maybe some of you were like me and decided to play it by ear. 4 years later, each of us has a unique journey that is part of the bigger Southwestern story. 4 years ago, we started our journey as the largest class in Southwestern's history. Living in different first-year dorms, we built friendship and memories. If you were lucky enough, you lived in the most comfortable housing, Router. We all remember the anxiety that our morning class professors let us out late because we are so afraid that breakfast tacos in the cove might be gone when we get there, especially the bacon and sausage ones. I have to be honest that sometimes I left my financial statement analysis class a few minutes early, just a few minutes, to get the hot tacos. Sorry about that, Dr. Wen. After 4 years hard work, SCAC finally put a ring on our football team. How exciting was that? It's a rhetorical question, you don't have to answer that. Sitting here as the largest graduating class, we may have stumbled, experienced frustration, and been lost throughout our journeys. But our friends, professors, and families were always there to encourage us. So when we leave the ceremony today, celebrate the privilege we've experienced by attending a school that allows us to speak our mind, passionately believe in a cause, and ask tough questions. Celebrate the uncertainty that each of us and the confusion that drive us to ask the questions in the first place. So class of 2017, let's go out there, work hard, and grind till we own it. I really want to play that song, so I did. Thank you very much.
With her comments entitled Pizza Paideia, Delivering the Liberal Arts Education, please welcome your Phi Beta Kappa speaker, Michelle Hirschberger, class of 2017.
As graduation approached, I thought about all the people I needed to thank. SU faculty and staff, of course. The friends who shared the journey, yes. Parents, family, yeah, okay, throw them in there. But as I reflected on my list, I realized I left off a really important group of people. A group of people without whom many of us would not be graduating today. A group of people who are both a recognizable beacon and a light in the darkness. I decided to devote my words to them today. Of course, I'm speaking about pizza delivery people. Pizza delivery people are the unsung heroes of the college experience. And as I thought about it, I realized they're actually very similar to the academic experience at Southwestern. I call this pizza pie day. Pizza has many great qualities, the best being that it is both personal and shared. The same goes for our Southwestern education, which makes it so special. Though the connections we made inside, outside, and between the classroom are unique to who we are, many of our experiences are shared. The classes we took, the campus organizations we joined, the relief of hearing Miss Ella ask, "What day is it?" Yeah. As we revisit connections, we form relationships. And each of us has a relationship with the place of Southwestern, characterized by the connections we made here. The relationships at SU that we value most varies. Maybe it's between two academic disciplines, maybe a romantic relationship, or a relationship with a certain place on campus. For me, and I'm sure many would agree, the most meaningful relationships are those with professors. Professors are actually a whole lot like pizza delivery people. And we, the students, are the pizza, the finished product. Although a professor's time with us may be brief, it is certainly meaningful. And just as pizzas are guided to new destinations, so have we been guided to this moment when we will walk across the stage and go into our new destinations. As we venture into our next chapter, our time at SU has equipped us with the tools and experiences to think, create, and most importantly, connect. I've heard shouts from the postgraduate abyss that connections are the key to a successful professional life. At SU, we honor connections and know that they are what makes life meaningful and memorable. Oh, and a last note about pizza delivery people, they always deliver. It's what they do. We will deliver as well, class of 2017. I am sure of it. I'd like to close the same way I began, with a thank you. Thank you for all the years, all the memories, and all the pizza.
An honorary degree recognizes an individual who has achieved truly exceptional scholarly, professional, innovative, or creative distinction in an activity that is consistent with the mission and core values of Southwestern University. Today, we honor two individuals with this distinction. Dr. Earl Lewis. Dr. Lewis, you became the 6th president of the Andrew W. Mellon Foundation in March 2013. After serving for 8 years as provost and executive vice president for academic affairs and the Asa Griggs Chandler Professor of History and African American Studies at Emory University. Under your leadership, Emory achieved the highest levels of both student recruitment and development in its history. and positioned itself as one of the foremost sites in the country for digital humanities scholarship. Your career as an academic also includes faculty positions at the University of California at Berkeley and the University of Michigan. You are a renowned social historian and the author or co-editor of 7 texts, including the award-winning book, To Make Our World Anew, A History of African Americans. Dr. Lewis, your profound commitment to the liberal arts and to higher education made you ideally suited for the presidency of the Andrew W. Mellon Foundation. Under your leadership, the foundation has reaffirmed its commitment to the humanities, the arts, and higher education by emphasizing and illuminating the powerful interplay between continuity and change. In Southwestern University's vision to think, create, and connect, to make meaning and make a difference, we have our closest partner in you and the Andrew W. Mellon Foundation. And for this and so much more, we are enormously grateful. By the authority granted to Southwestern University and its charter, first by the Republic of Texas in 1840, and subsequently by the state of Texas, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, and upon the recommendation of the faculty and the board, I confer upon you, Earl Lewis, the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, Honors Causa, with all the rights, honors, and privileges appertaining thereto. Congratulations. Mr. James V. Wazell. Jim Wazell, you are known to all for being both intelligent and compassionate, for leading with both your head and your heart. Your stellar achievements as a leader in the natural gas industry shows what you can do with your brilliant mind, but nothing exemplifies the tremendous works of your heart as much as your leadership as a philanthropist and your deep and ongoing commitment to Southwestern University. You studied chemical engineering at Rice University, where you graduated with 2 baccalaureate degrees, cum laude, and went on to become president of Houston Natural Gas Corporation and Siegel Pipeline. Your other career, however, as a man of family and community, is even more accomplished. You are a member of the board of the Institute for Spirituality and Health at the Texas Medical Center, a member of the board at the Texas Methodist Foundation, and a director of the Houston Methodist Hospital Foundation. Your impact on Southwestern has been tremendous. Beyond being a proud Southwestern University parent, grandparent, and even grandparent-in-law, you served on Southwestern's Board of Trustees for 22 years, from 1994 to 2016, and served as its chair from 2000 to 2006. The true measure of an institution like Southwestern University is found not only in the students it educates and sends off into the world, but in the people who are drawn to the institution and stay to build, teach, and sustain it. You have led Southwestern with wisdom and foresight, but it is what you have given and continue to give of yourself from the heart that truly makes our vision a reality. You have been committed to the liberal arts and sciences and have loved Southwestern for over 30 years. And to all this, we humbly say, thank you. By the authority granted to Southwestern University and its charter, first by the Republic of Texas in 1840 and subsequently by the state of Texas, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, and upon the recommendation of the faculty and board, I confer upon you, James V. Wazell, the degree of Doctor of Laws, Honors Causa, with all the rights, honors, and privileges appertaining thereto. With his commencement address entitled The Value of the Liberal Arts Education, please join me in welcoming back to the podium Dr. Earl Lewis.
Good morning, everyone. We'll try it again. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Thank you. Thank you, Ed, for that kind introduction. I'd like to extend my greetings to all of you this morning and to thank President Berger and Southwestern University for inviting me to salute the graduating class of 2017. Salute them for staying the course, overcoming challenges, setting aside failures, appropriately accepting success, and graduating from this very fine institution. This is an outstanding achievement, and I'm honored to share in your moment. I'm certain there are a few others here who are excited for you today. Graduates, how many of you have family, friends, and teachers who backed and supported you through your higher education experience? Let's see a show of hands. Please join me in recognizing these special individuals in your lives with a round of applause. Now, their job is done. In fact, if you listen closely, you'll hear a collective sigh of relief coming from the loved ones in the audience. However, graduates, your job, deploying the discipline of mind that comes with the pursuit of knowledge for the betterment not only of yourselves and your family, but also the greater society, is just beginning, and not a moment too soon. At the Andrew W. Mellon Foundation, part of our mission is to strengthen, promote, and where necessary, defend the contributions of the humanities and the arts to human flourishing and the well-being of diverse and democratic societies. A critical component of that effort is the ongoing support of the community of liberal arts institutions that prepare the leaders and problem solvers of tomorrow. Colleges and universities are not only tasked with being centers of innovation and development, but also with educating individuals capable of tackling some of the most difficult and gnarly questions that will continue to challenge societies. This past year, we formally launched the first Mellon Research Forum, which is tasked with aiding in the identification of these important questions, as well as exploring solutions. As a result, we decided to start close to home. Our inaugural forum will seek to examine and define the value of a liberal arts education. At this very moment, some question the purpose of college and the utility of a liberal arts orientation. While we at the Foundation are a strong proponent of a liberal arts approach, we also recognize that in the years ahead, a statement of affirmation may not be enough. Skeptics and friends may demand more systematic evidence that combines qualitative and quantitative analyses. That is why I'm so delighted to be here today. Southwestern University exemplifies the liberal arts tradition in both its form and its commitment to, quote, fostering a community whose values and actions encourage contribution toward the well-being of humanity. Now, according to Scott Page and other social scientists, the more we face increasingly complex issues, the more we benefit from a diverse pool of knowledge and a diverse set of thinkers. That means the pressure is on. We need educated thinkers trained in the liberal arts disciplines, humanists, artists, and social scientists capable of learning and teaming with business leaders, biologists, physicists, engineers, and technologists. That's the value of a liberal arts education. In this area, Southwestern is already ahead of the curve, actively engaged in undergirding the curriculum with the philosophy of paideia, an integrative and interdisciplinary approach to education that promotes communal exploration of the intricacies of real-world issues. So then, graduates, how does this very unique type of liberal arts education inform your way of seeing? And then, how does that affect your ability to impact the world at large? I would expect that you all have, to some extent, studied the classics and how they continue to influence current discussions. You have taken courses in math, the sciences, and social sciences as well. You also, no doubt, pay close attention to contemporary artists Along with entertaining you, you recognize that they comment on present-day trends and challenges. Mellon worked with such artists in a variety of settings. For example, playwright Lynn Nottage, with support from a program we sponsored, spent 3 years studying the devastating effects and after effects of deindustrialization on American workers. The resulting Broadway play called Sweat garnered Ms. Nottage a second Pulitzer Prize a few weeks ago and gave us all a portrait of the disillusion of an American mill town. Set in Reading, Pennsylvania, which came of age in the industrial phase of American history, Sweat shines a light on the historic relationship between manufacturers and their employees. Over a period of about 70 years, the relationship took on a kind of rhythm. The workers struck for better wages and improved working conditions. Management fought back, at times bringing in new workers with different ethnic or racial backgrounds, only in the end to compromise and then repeat this rhythm again as new contracts were actually being argued over. The play's time frame is 2000 to 2008. Then manufacturing had entered a new order. Faced with a geopolitical competition of grand significance and increasingly demanding shareholders, manufacturers went in search of cheaper labor, lower taxes, and fewer governmental regulations. With the migration of jobs came the breakdown of community structure, and unemployed workers succumbed to racial tension, ethnic hostility, depression, and for some, substance abuse and even criminal behavior. So why is this play important? Worthy of a Pulitzer. As liberal arts majors, how would you interpret its relevance? You can examine it from an economic angle. A seismic shift in macroeconomic circumstances prompts manufacturers to seek opportunities that yield greater profits. Advances in automation and transportation make it monetarily feasible to set up a full-scale manufacturing operations in countries outside of the United States. But then what is the consequence? The shuttering of manufacturing centers across America and ensuing financial ruin for displaced workers. From a social angle, we can examine the impact of the communal psyche of an entire town cut off from meaningful work. The characters in the play clearly reflect a thirst for employment that is real and that reaches beyond a need to pay the bills all the way to a judgment about self-worth. Here was the consequence. Entire segments of the United States population suffering the loss of a decent wage along with the dignity of paid employment began to question their place in society. You can also interpret the play from the angle of political impact. Feeling ostracized from participation in the American dream, many may forego participation in elections, while others may find themselves more susceptible to political rhetoric. Bringing back the jobs may be a popular rallying cry on the campaign trail after all, but what happens when there are no jobs to bring back? Ponder, for example, the headline, Chinese factory replaces 90% of human labor with robots. The article went on to outline how that particular factory experienced a 250% jump in productivity and an 80% drop in defects. Technological advances are real. If manufacturers do return to the U.S., they will likely bring with them far fewer jobs than they initially took. And those jobs will likely require a completely different technology-based skill set. The consequence this time, a death knell that cannot be easily rung. No doubt, the characters in the play and the real people of Reading wish there were an easy solution to bringing back jobs. However, trying to derive that solution without thoroughly analyzing the situation means that we risk coming up with an incomplete picture and an incomplete set of solutions. As successful liberal arts graduates, you should not only have the skills and the tools to interpret this play from those single vantage points, but also have the ability to integrate the approaches for a greater understanding of the issues and solutions. Understand, society is evolving and the demands on our problem-solving abilities are only increasing. As the leaders of tomorrow, you are all required and will be required to draw on your liberal arts background, not only to examine the issues from a multiplicity of perspectives and to work cross-organizationally to arrive at solutions, but also to anticipate the unintended consequences that may arise from those very solutions. In fact, as an example, it's projected that semi-autonomous and autonomous vehicles will first hit the long-distance truck driving industry, which currently employs about 8 million people in middle-class jobs and occupations. Cab companies, limousine companies, delivery businesses, and others will ultimately follow suit. If this happens, what are the implications? Shouldn't we be asking and answering that question now? The important question for you graduates is, where will you fit in? No doubt some of you will be the architects of the next technological revolution. But while you're developing devices, protocols, processes, and programs that enhance efficiency and perhaps even save lives, you may need to rely on the support of your colleagues from other areas to assist you into understanding and solving the impact of these advancements before they are implemented. There will be consequences to everything you create, every decision you make, and every action you do or do not take. However, unlike many, you have been trained over the course of your college career to ask the right questions and to seek collaboration. And if you are now able to integrate and synthesize your academic studies with experiential learning and to move beyond the confines of a single knowledge system to accommodate a multiplicity of possibilities, then you're truly worthy of the Southwestern University degree that you're about to receive. So today, I challenge you because you are the best and the brightest. So stand up. Please stand up. And I would ask that you repeat after me. We, the 2017 graduating class of Southwestern University, will do the unimagined. We will discover the undiscovered. We will work collaboratively across areas of discipline to change the world responsibly. So let's try that again. We will change the world responsibly. One last time. We will change the world. We will change the world. Responsibly. Thank you. If you remain faithful to this moment in time and faithful to your Southwestern education, you will have done far more than earn a college degree today. Years from now, you will have used your skills, talents, and intellect for the benefit of all. I am confident that you are prepared to do so. I'm grateful to have had the opportunity to see you off on your journey. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for the world, and I extend my sincerest congratulations. Do well, graduates, and do good, because you can. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lewis, for those moving and inspiring words. Dr. Carr and Dr. Gonder, will you please join me here at the podium for the conferring of the degrees to the class of 2017?
Will all candidates for degrees please rise? Mr. President, on behalf of the faculty, I certify that the candidates receiving diplomas today have completed all of the requirements for their baccalaureate degrees. They are entitled to their degrees so earned with all the rights and privileges pertaining to them.
Mr. President, the faculty has recommended to the Board of Trustees that Southwestern University confer the baccalaureate degree to these candidates. I am pleased to certify that the Board of Trustees has voted to confer these degrees as recommended.
By the authority granted to Southwestern University in its charter, first by the Republic of Texas in 1840, and subsequently by the State of Texas, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I confer upon you the degree which you have earned, with all the rights, honors, and privileges appertaining thereto. Congratulations, you may be seated. We invite families and friends to stand as their graduate's name is announced. In addition to the diplomas that our graduates will be awarded, as they step off the stage, graduates will also receive a special gift of welcome and congratulations from the Southwestern University Alumni Association. Candidates for the baccalaureate degrees, please come forward as directed by the graduate marshals.
The Brown College of Arts and Sciences, Bachelor of Arts, Heba Hussam Abdel Rahim. Beulah Anima Ajimangberima, Padea Scholar. Kyle James Anderson. Grace Marie Atkins, summa cum laude. Meredith Atkinson. Trevor Richard Avent. Ashley Kyung Hates. Stephen James Baselis. Berkeley Mackenzie Bacon. Porna Isha Bajeko, magna cum laude. Anna Sarah Beaver. Simon Jonas Belina. Carissa Alexandra Bishop. Amanda Nicole Blanchard. Eric James Blumenshine. Taylor Brazelton. Jennifer Suzanne Bro. Robin Renee Bro. Justin Keith Broussard. Delilah Lee Brown. Zachary Hayes Brown, Padea Scholar. Mackenzie Marie Bryan, cum laude. William James Brimmer. Jacob Robert Buckley. Daniel Eric Buffington. Marissa Renee Bird, magna cum laude. Caitlin Summer Campbell, Padea Scholar. Mason Garrett Carmichael. Travis Dalton Carmichael. Andres Eduardo Carreño Mendez. Rosa Karen Castañeda Hernandez. David Anthony Castellano Jr., Padea Scholar Cum Laude. Jalen Kirk Chrisman, Padea Scholar. Jose Luis Cisneros Jr. Noah Deshaun Clark. Andrew Rainier Cobble. Sarah Brooke Coe, summa cum laude. Renisha Ariel Cole. Zachary Allen Cole. Mark Stephen Collier II, Padea Scholar Cum Laude. Alexandria Melissa Colorcello. Brenna Christine Conway. Daniela Kosick. Coleman Ross Cunahan. Maylee K. Criezis. Eric Rolando Cruces Benitez. Carla Ilse Cruz. Maddie Catherine Cryer, Padea Scholar Cum Laude with honors in Spanish. Reed Garrison Cumbist, Padea Scholar. Riley Sinclair Daniels, Padea Scholar. Catherine Faith Davis, Padea Scholar. Sydney Page Dawkins. Andrew David DeHennis. William Lamar Devine. Jamal Ray Dooms. Jermaine Latre Dooms. Kirk Ryan Dunn. Annabelle Evangeline Dura. Issa El Haga. Mackenzie Ann Elrod. Anne Elizabeth Finch, cum laude. Zachary Tomlin Finger. Joseph Charles Fisher. Brandon Paul Fleischman. McKaylee Anna Frederick. Tyler Michael Frisbee. Javier Anthony Fuentes. Holland Ray Galban. Arthur Garcia III, Padea Scholar. Victoria Arabella Garza. Hannah Gildart. Matthew Ryan Gillen. Catherine Michelle Glasgow. Alexa Griselda Gomez. Daniel Ramon Gonzalez, Padilla Scholar. Allison Elaine Grawl. John Dylan Gramsa. Samuel David Greenberg. Kevin Blake Gregory. Thomas Luke Gramatsky. Emma Catherine Groves, magna cum laude. Amy Lee Ungu, magna cum laude. Samuel Trent Guess. Tolga Gulyasar. Mark Wayne Haas, Padilla Scholar, cum laude. Sarah C.H.R. Zachary Benjamin Halligman. Shelby Ryden Hall. Derek Stephen Harenda. Hunter Benjamin Hazen. Laura Elizabeth Harriet. Michelle Ann Hirschberger, Padilla Scholar, summa cum laude. Brian Austin Hicks. Taylor Ann Holland, Padilla Scholar. Hayden William Holly, Padilla Scholar. Rachel Elizabeth Holm with honors in history. Aaron Lynn Horak, cum laude. Nicholas Torherder. Rebecca Jane Hewson. Michael Joseph Ilardi, Padilla Scholar. Jack Jacobs. Alyssa Nicole Jaros, Padilla Scholar. Mason Patrick Jeanson. Amy Lynn Jenkins. Zishen Jiang, magna cum laude. Abby Tempest Johnson, Padilla Scholar. Haley Elizabeth Johnson, Padilla Scholar, magna cum laude. William James Johnson. Evan Murray Jones. Andrew Stephen Joseph Jack, cum laude. Hunter Monroe Jurgens, magna cum laude, with honors in political science. Rachel Loin Kaplan, cum laude. Parker Addison Kell, magna cum laude. Jacob Alexander Kendra. Jasim Shakil Khan. Kirby Alexander Kincannon. Michael Philip Kidner. Zachary Stephen Klein. Kenneth Woodrow Knowlton Jr., cum laude. Austin Hunter Laird Padea Scholar. Jordan Erica Lane Padea Scholar. John Cullen Langston. Matthew Peter Lara Padea Scholar. Alexandria Danae Larson. Lacey Renee Lawhan. Ryan Elizabeth Lawley. Stone Lawson. Austin Katwang Lee. Juan Win Swan Lei cum laude. Benjamin Tyler Little. Lena Rael Litvak. Mannion Lu summa cum laude with honors in economics. Jesus Reyes Lucero Jr. Shannon Marie Lucart. Ethan Samuel Luna. Rhodes Walker McGuire. Kayla Ann Manongdo Padea Scholar. Brett Weldon Markham. Olivia Martin Pignon. Shelley Jeton Modewala. Sarah Jo Matthews, summa cum laude. Andrew John McCourt. Catherine Carolyn McCoy.
Way to go, Catherine!
Craig Allen McGinnis. Megan Elizabeth McGrath. Kelly Michelle McEwen, cum laude. Aaron Carson McKinney, Padea Scholar. Clara Wend McMichael, Padea Scholar, magna cum laude. Savannah Glory Medley, Padea Scholar. Joshua Michael Mercado. Stephen Richard Meyer. Andrew Peyton Mine, cum laude. Claire Elizabeth Milkey. Victoria Rose Miller, Padea Scholar, magna cum laude. Maddie Marie Mills. Hannah Sherry Mincy. Mary Catherine Grierson Mitchell, Padea Scholar. Jasmine Mixon. Christopher Ryan Molina. Matthew John Montaigne. Alexandra Rebecca Morris. Henry Norbert Mulvihill III. Connor Michael Murphy. Reina Therese Musso. Lila Marie Nassar. John Paul Artie B. Navarro Padilla Scholar. Haley Danielle Nicola. Olivia Rose Noel. Alyssa Marie Novander. Thomas John O'Brien, Padilla Scholar. Holly Gail O'Hara. Zainab Moran Kenji Oketokun. Inke Chinolom Okolo. Michael R. Olivares. Courtney Christine Olson, Padilla Scholar. Denise Annabelle Yoval. Meredith Grace Owens, Padilla Scholar, cum laude. Benjamin Jared Patterson. Michael Jacob Patterson. Morgan Carol Patterson, magna cum laude with honors in English and history. Justin Jamie Lee Pelt. Pauline Pena. Emily Paige de Silva Pereira. Haley Nicole Pickett, Padilla Scholar. Olivia Jean Podaras. Andrew Kevin Pratt. Kimberly Ashton Prevost. Payson Teal Puckett. Catherine Elizabeth Pulig, magna cum laude. Emma Louise Quadlander, Padilla Scholar. Julian Luis Quintero. Kendall Blair Quirk. Courtney Celine Ragland, Padilla Scholar. Gregory Barrett Reeves, magna cum laude. Heather Renee Rice. Jeremy Kyle Rice.
Good job, 6.
Alexander Kent Riggs. Sydney Nicole Rochelle, summa cum laude. Megan Renee Rogers. Tanner Ryan Rogers. Lorena Maria Roque. Christina Elaine Rosendahl. Olivia Marie Francis Rain. Valerie Alexandra Russo. Oliver Matthew Sell. Selena Maria Salva. Marisa Catarina Sanchez. Caitlin Marie Schneider, summa cum laude with honors in environmental studies. Zachary Thomas Scroggins. Salma Maria Segebre. Colton Trevor Shea. Mary Eleanor Siff. Audrey Monroe Silver, cum laude. Austin Michael Smith, Padea Scholar. Dante Javon Smith. Robert Q.N. Smith, Jr. Catherine Ann Smithson, Padea Scholar, magna cum laude. Nicolos Novely. Brandon Wade Suter. Caitlin Elizabeth Stanyard. Michaela Shamir Starks. Farrell Melina Stuckey. Suyu Su magna cum laude. Mirella Eva Sugar. Sarah Amelia Surgeoner, magna cum laude. Madison Lynn Sweet. Margaret Ann Taylor. Kathleen Mackenzie Temple, magna cum laude. Melanie Denise Terrio, Padea Scholar, magna cum laude. Anya Alexander Thompson, Padea Scholar, cum laude. Madison Marie Tillery. Brianna Marie Timorian, Padea Scholar. Lauren Sierra Timms, Padea Scholar. David Michael Tinajero, Padea Scholar. Laith Ethan Tucker. Valerie L. Vosek. Eliza Shawnee Vasquez. Ilka Susana Vega, Padea Scholar, magna cum laude. Sean Lawrence Vickers, Padea Scholar. Wilhelmina Dominique Watts, magna cum laude. Nicolette Ashley Welch. Garrett James West. Colby Lawrence Whitley. Zoe Caitlin Whitworth, Padea Scholar. Madison Victoria Wiederecht. Brandon James Wilkes. Colton Wayne Williams. Haley Grace Williams, cum laude. Shannon Kathleen Wiley. Kenneth Matthew N. Jr. Zhao Yu Ye, cum laude. Andrew James Young. Nereida Itzel Zarco Ramirez. Pei Shizao. Mia Angelique Zozobrado. Bachelor of Science. Beulah Anima Ajimangberima Padea Scholar. Junan Padea Scholar. Sydney Namdi Akabogu. Emma Elizabeth Albin, magna cum laude. Andy Rose Alford. Kyle Eric Bauernschmidt. Ryan Chandler Beeman, cum laude. Sarah Louise Bevins. Kylie Suzanne Borden, cum laude. Myra Villa van Budvijongpun. Mary Elizabeth Kavanaugh, Padea Scholar, cum laude. June Ho Chang. Sarah Brooke Coe, summa cum laude with honors in chemistry. Natalie Sivan Colon. Joshua Lindendale, Padea Scholar. Madison Shea Doty. Catherine Noel Fagan. Taylor Lee Fan. Isabella Bronte Ferranti. Michael Christopher Gallegos. Aaron Gabriel Garcia. Kenley Nicole Gaynor. Sebastian Guale Padea Scholar, magna cum laude. Julie Hahn. Julia Claire Henry. Nicholas Antonio Hernandez. Andrew Loring Herrera. Jacqueline Marie Jones, Padea Scholar. Neokavi Summer Commode. Joshua Aaron Kimberly, Padea Scholar. Hannah Amelia Kinsel, Padea Scholar. Jonathan Randall Kistner. Jessica Ripley Kozlowski. Alice Renee Lee, summa cum laude. Patrick McClendon Light, Padea Scholar, summa cum laude. Jordan Taylor Little, Padea Scholar. David Fernando Mata Jr., Padea Scholar. Marissa K. Ann McCormick. Rory James McCullough, Padea Scholar. Neva Land Maven, Padea Scholar. Nova Brooke Maven. Morgan Nicole O'Neill, cum laude. Cosette Marie Palmer. Alan Christian Peralta. Siddharth Pradeep, magna cum laude. Aubrey Sudha Rekulapali Reddy. Austin Patrick Robinson. Ron Shubaki. Benjamin Joseph Stiver. Alexandra Marie Taylor. Nathan Daniel Townsend, cum laude. Vanna Mitran. Taylor Dane Vickers. Sebastian Villamil. Robert Charles Wagner Krankel. Ariana Garapetian Weeks. Bobby Joe White III. Dylan Thomas Wilburn. Zachary Justice Whitlock. Sarah Mackenzie Wilting, magna cum laude. Nathan Gray Woods, magna cum laude. Kyle Ray Zarowski. Xiaowen Zhang. Bachelor of Science in Education, Colin Jordan Buckley. Clarice C. Shania, cum laude. Caitlin Elizabeth DeHaven, summa cum laude. McKaylee Anna Frederick. Gina Renee Garcia. Nuri Han. Jacob William Hardin. Emily Mae Knox. Mackenzie Lynn Milliken. Hannah Sherry Mincy. Santasha Nirvana Nichelle Orban. Megan Christine Skinner Padea Scholar. Jeremy David Snyder. Paige Meredith Summers. Travis Scott Olbrich, cum laude. The Seraphim School of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Arts, Lauren Elizabeth Bailey. Taylor Ray Bailey. Anne Elizabeth Brown. Savannah Gates Coleman, cum laude. Dorothea Grace Crisanta. Kennedy Nicole Delgado, cum laude. Avery Fisher Elkins. Abigail Lee Garcia, cum laude. Brandy Lynn Giordano. Catherine Lindsay Belt Hazard. Brenna Nicole Nelson, cum laude. Keaton Patterson. Eamon Thomas Rogers. William Henderson Solar. Amar Nicole Yahimsky. Bachelor of Fine Arts, Sophie Helen Stoloff Gilliam, cum laude. Bachelor of Music, Abraham Earl Davenport. Joshua Ryan Gilpin, magna cum laude. Kinley Morgan Johnson. Caleb Christian Martin, cum laude. Courtney Jean Nagel, magna cum laude.
Please join me in congratulating all these wonderful, newly minted Southwestern University graduates. Now to bookend what Dr. Lewis started, as your first act as Southwestern graduates, I'd like to invite all of you to have the opportunity to publicly thank your family and friends who supported you here today and celebrate your great achievements. Now that you're alums, you can thank them again. Go ahead. Get up. I hope you got that picture. I am now delighted to introduce Gene Jansen, the president of the Southwestern University Alumni Association. As president, Gene also serves as one of the 2 Alumni Association representatives on the Southwestern University Board of Trustees. As a member of Southwestern's class of 1984, Gene received a Bachelor of Business Administration degree in economics and graduated cum laude. At Southwestern, Jean was the first woman to hold the office of Student Government President. She is also a member of Delta 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 sorority and currently serves as a past president of its Houston alumni chapter. Jean received her Juris Doctor degree from the University of Texas School of Law in 1987, and prior to her ridiculously early retirement, she practiced law with Smith & Connor PC in Houston, focusing on civil litigation, family law, and probate, and she also was an adjunct professor of business law at the University of St. Thomas. Earlier this year, Jean was named one of the most influential women in Houston. Please join me in welcoming Southwestern University Alumni Association President, Gene Jansen.
An even prouder moment for me is that I'm actually President Berger's first appointment to alumni leadership for Southwestern University. Thank you, Dr. Berger. Fellow trustees, platform guests, faculty members and staff, parents, family and friends, and most particularly the graduates, I am thrilled to be addressing Southwestern University's newest alumni, the class of 2017. I actually know many of you. We've met over meals in the Commons or the President's table. Some of us shared football viewing from the President's box in the stadium. Some of us watched basketball games on this very floor, sitting on a sofa. I've also met with many of you in student government meetings and also in sessions that I call to discuss the interaction between students and alumni. One of the students even drove President Berger and I in my convertible at the homecoming parade. And what a class you are. The largest in Southwestern University's history, the first class to endow your class scholarship as students, and the first class to graduate with 4 years under our newest president, Edward Berger. That's right, graduates, you are Berger's babies. Many of you in the class of 2017 have already published scholarly works. You've already presented at professional associations, already done groundbreaking research, are already given the performance of the lifetime in athletics or in the arts. You are already connected with your community and the world, because that's what Southwestern is all about. It's not about other universities' philosophies of offering to prepare you for opportunities that you may have in the future. At Southwestern, think, create, connect is about giving you opportunities in the present, in now, and challenging to do those things now. As you graduate, your connection with Southwestern University does not end, but rather deepens and broadens as you become part of our alumni base. I challenge you to embrace that connection. Today, when you left the stage, 2 of our alumni representatives, Hector and Jennifer, presented you with an S pin from our association, our symbol. Wear it proudly and talk about your university. Volunteer to represent Southwestern at a college fair. There is no better advocate for someone to come to Southwestern than a recent graduate who's gone on to graduate work, service work, or has found a job. Join a local alumni association and enjoy social activities, a local alumni network, and visiting scholars. Catch a campus lecture event streamed live by your alumni association as we embrace the concept of lifelong learning. Use the online alumni directory and experiment with its filter functions till you can find alumni in your field, in your geographic area, or perhaps with a like interest that you share from Southwestern. Maintain your financial connection to the university through annual gifts. Even if those start out at a very nominal amount, just the effect on our alumni participation rate is helpful when seeking the support of foundations that look to the level of alumni engagement. And here's the simple one: come to homecoming. Or be a mentor to a current Southwestern students. We've just completed the first year of this program, and over 600 alumni have chosen to become a mentor. I invite you to celebrate all the connections that your new status as alumni has to offer. This past year, the Alumni Council adopted a statement on diversity of inclusion based on the university's core values. We know our alumni base is changing, and we want to engage our alumni in varying programming. You, the class of 2017, have been our window to that change, and I thank you. It is now my honor as the president of the Alumni Association of Southwestern University to formally induct you into our ranks. Congratulations.
Thank you, Jean. I now invite the representatives of the Senior Gift Council to come forward.
Hello, I'm Mary Eleanor Siff, and this is Delilah Brown. We, along with other seniors, have represented the class of 2017 on the Student Philanthropy Council. Student Philanthropy Council's mission is to educate our fellow students about the importance of giving back to Southwestern, not only during our short time on campus, but also throughout our lives as alumni. In the fall of 2015, we joined with other classes on campus in a quest to establish class-endowed scholarships. The goal for each class is to build their scholarship to a minimum of $25,000 by their fifth-year reunion to start supporting future Southwestern students in perpetuity.
As a class, our time at Southwestern has been shaped by our experiences across campus. With our senior gifts, we were able to support the various departments, organizations, and campus initiatives we hold dear. This year, the class of 2017 has given back in record numbers to show their love and support of the place that has given us all so much. 82% of the class of 2017 made a gift to the university, including a record-breaking 62% who joined the Tower Society by making a gift of $20.17. Congratulations to us for making such an impact at Southwestern, but this is just the beginning.
In order to ensure that future students are able to enjoy the Southwestern experience that we were fortunate to have, we must continue to give back to Southwestern, not only with gifts to the university, but also with our time as volunteers. We encourage you to make a habit of supporting the programs you believe in every year. At a place like Southwestern, every student, graduate, and friend is important, and so is every gift. Today, I am proud to announce that with the help of our families and friends, the Class of 2017 Scholarship Fund has surpassed its goal of $25,000, making us the first class to endow our scholarship before graduation. Because of this, in the fall of 2018, a new Southwestern student will receive a scholarship in our class's name, and at our fifth reunion, we will be able to meet 4 students whose Southwestern experience was supported by our generosity.
President Berger, on behalf of the students and families of the class of 2017 who have supported this senior gift, we are extraordinarily pleased to have contributed $74,391.47 to Southwestern.
Wow. Thank you. Well, this is a very special time and place for me personally. After all, we all arrived here together and started our collective Southwestern experience. As such, I've always thought of myself as a member of the class of 2017. The first time we all gathered, as Derek reminded us, was for your matriculation in this very space on August 17th, 2013. At that time, I offered you 4 bits of advice for your undergraduate journey. And it doesn't matter if you remembered any of it or not. It's really too late. You're no longer undergraduates and you're holding your diplomas, so don't worry about it. Nothing. It's fine. However, today I want to offer you one last reflection as you continue your intellectual journey beyond Southwestern. Create the time and the space for solitude. Carve out moments of stillness away from both your living and electronic companions, in which you can quietly reflect on your thoughts and emotions in the present. Through these intentional moments of mindful peace, you will not only reawaken deeper empathy, which is within us all, but you will also rediscover greater joy joy that is all of ours to hold. So my last lesson that I offer you today is the lesson of mindful solitude. With that, my very special class of 2017, may you not only continue to wisely learn, grow, think, and create, but also in the true tradition of Paideia, continue to connect, especially with what today has become your alma mater. Congratulations. I now invite Dr. Bruce Kane to the podium to lead us in the singing of the Alma Mater with the music education majors, Caleb Martin and Amara Yahimski, class of 2017 conducting. Please stand as you are able and remain standing for the benediction.
You can find the words in your program. If you don't know the tune, you can at least say the words with us.
Thank you for attending today's ceremony. I want to remind you all about the reception following this ceremony in the Red and Charlene McCombs Campus Center. I also want to remind graduates that as you go out these doors, you will assemble for a class photo in the score quadrangle. Please remain standing through the recessional. A benediction is a blessing. And a lot of times people will ask you to close your eyes and bow your head for these kinds of blessings. But today, this is your last moment as classmates and as community members of students at this university. And so make this a heads-up benediction today. Take a glance around at your family and your friends, your faculty members, because this place has been your home for the last 4 years. But you're starting a new chapter in your Southwestern journey today. So before you go and continue the celebrations of the day, listen now to this blessing. May the Creator of all guide you with passion through the adventure of whatever lies ahead of you. May the Redeemer of all help you maintain the deep relationships with your peers and your faculty that will truly last a lifetime. And may the Sustainer of all bind you close to those around you, even as you leave this place to start the next chapter of your journey. Today, class of 2017, you begin the next chapter of your Southwestern story. So go out from this place to begin again. Go with peace and go to be Southwestern. Amen.
you.